all today on Trisha.
Let's welcome Chantel.
Chantel is caught in a devastating emotional tug-of-war between her fiancé, Eric, and her 15-year-old son, Kenny. You see, Eric has helped raise Kenny and loves him as his own son. But now, he's accusing Kenny of stealing from him. Yeah, not only does Eric claim Kenny has swiped his personal belongings, Eric accuses Kenny of stealing hundreds of dollars. What? Listen to how these allegations are ripping apart this once happy family.
My family is being torn to pieces. I'm in a tug-of-war between my fiancé and my baby, my 15-year-old son. My fiancé, Eric, is accusing my son, Kenny, of stealing hundreds of dollars from him, along with some of his belongings. I feel like I'm disappointing my son because he feels like I'm not here for him. And I feel like I'm disappointing Eric because he feels like I'm turning my back on him. It hurts me to see how distant they've become. They used to be so close, and now it's like they're miles apart. I have begged Kenny to tell me the truth, but when he looks at me crying, saying, "Mommy, I would never steal from you," that breaks my heart, and it makes me want to believe him. These are the two most important men in my life, and I don't want to have to choose. I want to save my family, our family.
Oh, man, Chantel. Whoa. You really are stuck in between.
I am.
Yeah. So what's going on? Tell me what started.
At first, small things came up missing, but then when all of the hundreds of dollars coming up missing.
Hundreds of dollars?
Hundreds of dollars.
What was the first big sum of money
The first was $100 that came up missing.
Where did it go from?
At Eric's wallet. The money and all of the things always are missing from Eric, never me.
So did you confront your son?
I did. With the $100 was missing, we went to his school.
Did you search him?
I searched him. And he's like, "Mom, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Where's the money? There's $100 missing out of Eric's wallet. What happened to it?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Mom, you know," that's when he started crying. And he said, "Mommy, I would never steal from you. I see you struggle every day." And that just hurt me so bad. But I want to know where this money is going.
So that was the first time, but more has gone since then? What else has
About
gone?
a couple of weeks later, $140 went missing.
Where'd that go
his
from?
Wallet again. He's telling me that he didn't do it.
Did you search his room?
We searched his room, and when we went to search his room, we found the little things that came up missing.
Like what?
Empty bottles of Eric's cologne. There were DVDs, porn DVDs that he had stolen.
So what did you say to him about that?
And his answer is, "Well, Mom, I'm a teenage boy. That's what I like to look at." I'm like, "Kenny, no."
We should just say that Eric is not Kenny's biological father, but he's been there since what?
He's been there since he's been 3.
Were they close? Did they used to be close?
They were close. I mean, you know, that was one of the reasons why I stayed with Eric. He was what Kenny needed.
But what's things like between them
now? Eric still supports him. He goes to football games, conferences, but I can tell, like, it's a difference. Like, they can walk past each other in the house and won't even say anything. No eye contact, and that breaks my heart.
I mean, I hate to put this to you, but has it gone through your mind, maybe, I don't know, for some reason that Eric is, I don't know, miscounted the money or is you know, maybe taking it himself? I mean, I've got to put that to you.
Yeah, it has crossed my mind, you know, and I would just hope that he's not.
So you're stuck. I mean, if your son turns out to be the thief, then what?
I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to be hurt.
And what
because I do so much. I work hard every day for both. I have a 7-year-old daughter with Eric. I work hard every day. I have 2 jobs working hard for my kids.
You can't afford this money to go.
I cannot afford this money to come up missing.
But then again, what if it comes out, and I don't know what the results are, what if it comes out that it's Eric?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's this been doing to you? What's this been doing to you this whole time?
It's just, you know, it's been like, I don't really express my feelings a lot, you know, at home, but it's been secretly tearing me up inside because I want my family strong. I know Eric is a good man and he is a good father to Kenny, but I want that bond back. I want our family back.
So I want to give Eric the opportunity to explain his side of things. So everyone, please welcome Eric.
Hey,
Hi, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Good, nice to meet you. I want to start off by just talking a bit about how you and Kenny used to get along.
Well, me and Kenny used to get along good. We had a pretty good relationship up until these recent events started happening. And now we're kind of distanced, not a lot of talking, too much.
Do you trust him around your personal possessions?
No, I don't. I really don't.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, you gotta face it. This is what's going on. There's no one in the house but me, Chantel, Kenny, and our 7-year-old daughter.
Okay.
No, what's she gonna do with the money? Even if she had the money, we would find
You lose
it.
things. You know, what if you lost it? What if it slipped out of your wallet?
How did it slip out the wallet? If it slipped out the wallet, when I got paid from my job, my boss dropped the money off, 5 crisp $100 bills. I didn't go nowhere that night. I didn't go nowhere that morning.
So where did the money go from?
The money, it came from out of my wallet.
And where was your wallet?
My wallet was in my pants in the room. You know, so we keep the doors open, you know, because we
You
don't...
got to, because a family, you haven't got trust, what have you got in the family?
Exactly, exactly. But I really feel like the main thing that's really bothering me is Chantel telling me that I don't understand because Kenny not my blood. I'm not trying to hear that because he not my blood, not my blood. I've been raising him since he's 3 years old. Since 3 years old.
And I love you for that, and I love you for that. But yet and still, sometimes Kenny comes to me and he feels like, you know, with my daughter, and she's your father. I mean, you're her father, and he feels like he don't have anybody, and he comes to me, and I'm like, Kenny, you know.
Okay, so you just gonna keep feeling sorry for him just because his biological daddy not there?
I mean, I'm not feeling sorry for him, Eric, but Kenny, he comes to me. That's my baby.
Okay,
I gotta comfort him. I have to.
Chantel, you know, I'm in a similar situation, whereas my husband isn't my kid's biological dad, but you can't say they're not your blood because, you know, sometimes it takes more than just blood to make that connection, and it sounds like he had that connection. Now, so Eric, Chantel tells me first little things started to go.
I had DVDs missing.
We heard hidden in the pages in the...
Yeah, and this is the crazy part. Because, you know, because it's porn, you know, I do my little thing or whatever, but, you know, that's just what I do. You know, all right, but, you know, but I keep that, you know, to myself. Yeah. I keep these DVDs on a shelf almost up to the ceiling on 2 boxes in a box. What you doing up there? You know what I'm saying? That means you're in my room, you're rambling, and you're looking for stuff.
Do you think Chantel is tough enough on him?
No, I don't.
Why not? I mean...
Because, okay, let me give you an example, Trisha. Now, one time, Kenny gets on punishment for something that he does.
Yeah.
So Kenny's on punishment for like a week or 2 or something like that. And while he's on punishment, we take the stuff away from him. You're supposed to be on punishment. Yeah. Now, during that time, you know, Chantel go out, buy him clothes, $200
because
shoes.
He needs clothes.
Okay, not $200 shoes. Not $200 shoes.
But those are the shoes I want him to have. And what I want him to have, I'm going to buy.
So what you saying is you want to reward him for messing up? That is reward him. You got good stuff waiting on him after he's done something wrong.
I'm going to buy him shoes.
Okay, buy him a decent pair of shoes. Buy him a decent pair of shoes, not no $200 pair of shoes.
I'm interested in, what do you think? What do you think with the audience? What do you think? Do you think that's about a mum being a mum? Because you just think it's a mum being a loving mum. You're saying you what, sending out the wrong message, rewarding him?
Yeah, you reward him.
Because I'm buying what he needs, shoes. He got
$200 shoes. You
Because
can get some
that's
$60 or $80 pair of good shoes.
You're rewarding bad behavior.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to work on your parenting
Can I
skills.
say something to that?
Thank you.
I'm not rewarding bad behavior. It just seems to be like, it just happens to be around the time he gets in trouble that he needs shoes.
Just when he gets in trouble. See, that's what I'm saying. If anything, if you wait till he gets done with his punishment and you give him a trial period to see if he's going to fly straight, and then you reward him. How do you do that if you got the shoes before he gets all
I'm guessing
punishment?
there's a lot of arguing about all of this. Now, just before we go to the break, let me just say, Eric, one of the things that I covered with Chantel was, and you mentioned it, are you setting up this young guy for failure so that Mom gets tougher with him?
No, I'm not setting him up for failure. I'm trying to open her eyes to what he's doing.
You just planting stuff around.
No, I'm just opening her eyes to let her see that he's telling the story.
I'm not seeing it still.
You know,
so what
she's
what
buying the crocodile tears. All it is he's become a better liar. That's all it is.
Oh, my God.
Well, let's take a break. Let's take a break because I can see that
Somebody's lying.
This is definitely tearing the family apart. Here's the question. Has 15-year-old Kenny been set up to take the fall? Well, when we come back, we'll hear Kenny's side of the story and we will reveal the results of his lie detector test. Stay with us. Welcome back. Welcome back. Wow, we've been talking to Chantel, who's here with her fiancé, Eric, to uncover a toxic family mystery. You see, Eric is accusing Chantel's 15-year-old son, Kenny, of stealing, what, large amounts of money now, huh? But Chantel fears Eric may be falsely accusing her son. Or even worse, maybe framing him for the crime. So before I get to the lie detector results, I want you all to watch how 15-year-old Kenny feels about this situation.
I'm frustrated with this problem because my parents think I'm taking from them, which I'm not. And it, like, really hurts. I feel like my parents are judging me because of my past. I admit that I have taken things from my parents in the past, but that was the old me, and now this is the new me. To be honest, I think my parents spent the money or lost the money somewhere, and they don't know where it's at. I love Eric. You know, to me, he is my father because he's been there all of my life. But now our relationship has changed. He treats me very differently now. We don't hang out, we don't talk anymore, we don't do father-son things. The bond is just broken now, and I want to fix it, truly. After this show, I just really want me and my family to just start over and just work the whole thing out.
Okay, let's meet Kenny. Kenny, come on out. Hi, Kenny. Have a seat here. You know when you said on that tape there that you love Eric like your dad?
Yeah.
You shed a tear. Yeah. Do you hear your mum and dad arguing about this a lot?
Yeah, kind of.
How does it feel to keep being accused?
No, it feels awful. Just, you know, my parents just keep coming at me like super strong about this taking money stuff.
You just think I'm just lying on you? You think I'm just saying that this money is missing and that it's just gone? You know, I'm out here spending money just so I can lie on you? Is that what you think of me?
But I never said that you did lie on me.
You know, I just hope and pray that you wouldn't do this to me because you see me get up
Not just to
and
you,
go
to
to work
us.
every day. Eric, too. You see us go to work every day.
All right. You took the cologne though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? What are you doing going in their room anyway?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and the porn.
Yeah.
This is truly a family being torn apart. And Chantal, you're sitting in the middle. You are definitely, as you said before, you're sitting in the middle of two people, two men you love with all your heart.
With all my heart.
Well, last night, Kenny took a lie detector test administered by Tim Acosta, our private investigator and polygraph examiner. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Tim, take a look at this.
I was a detective with the New York City Police Department and served for over 20 years. I've investigated and solved countless crimes, including robberies, kidnappings, and murders. I've conducted hundreds of polygraph exams. Nothing gets past me or the test. Nothing. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, to uncover the truth. Are you ready for the truth?
Please welcome Tim Acosta. I just want to tell our audience, I never know, I never want to know the results until I hear them from Tim's own mouth, because otherwise that would bias me one way or the other. So let's get to the results. Yeah. So, Kenny's lie detector results. Kenny, we asked you, did you take the $140 that Eric was missing from his pants? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Kenny was not being truthful.
We asked you, did you take the $100 that Eric was missing from his wallet? Again, you said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Kenny was not being truthful.
Oh, now we asked you, take any of the money from around the house that is now missing. I have here that there was an admission, and you said you wanted after this show to start things afresh. So you have some admissions to make. Did you take the money from around the house? That's okay. That's okay.
Don't get mad because of what you did. You put yourself and us in this situation. All you had to do was tell the truth. If you would have told the truth, we could have nipped this in the bud before we came all the way over here to the Trisha
You've got
show.
two people who love you very much. And before we read the rest of the results, Kenny, I want to give you the opportunity to answer these questions honestly. So let me ask you, did you take any of that money from around the house that's now missing?
Yes.
You did. Okay. All right. We also asked you, when Eric's nephew stayed at your house, did you take the $175 that he's missing?
Yes.
We asked you, besides the bottle... You need to be strong here, Chantal. You need to be strong here, Chantal. We asked you, besides the bottle of cologne you admitted to taking, did you take any of Eric's other missing colognes? Did you?
Yes.
You did. We asked you, are you trying to break up your parents?
No.
You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined he was being truthful.
So, Kenny, can you sit up straight and let's deal with this? Kenny, you wanted to start afresh.
And Trisha, can I ask him this? Yeah. And then since the stealing got easier, I guess the lying to your mama got easier because I seen through it. Your mama is the one that keep buying your lies and stuff. You just got better and better at it, so that got easier too, right?
Is that true? Because lying does become a way of life after a while, and then after a while you can't stop, and then you're really in it. So, what do you want to say to your parents now?
I'm sorry that I've been taken from y'all. And
I can't see your eyes.
I'm sorry.
I think you need to look at us and be, because I'm not seeing no sincerity in this. I really honestly feel like that you're not really ashamed. You just sorry you got caught.
I'm sorry that I've been taken from y'all. I don't want to do it no more.
So what are you going to do? Is there a punishment for this?
We're gonna think of something. I've been trying to give it some thought on what we need to do about the situation. You know, I have to figure out how we're going to rectify this and make this, you know, much better.
Well, I think from now on, unfortunately, in your household, and this is what we did, and it was painful, but we started putting locks on doors, and we said, this is because we cannot trust you. And if that hurts, then good, because this is what it feels like to lose someone's trust. You know, trust is lost like that, but it can take years to get back.
Yeah, it sure does. Definitely gonna take some time.
Chantel, what do you want to do about this?
I want to help him. I don't know how.
By being damn tough.
Yeah. Being tough and standing behind me when I tell you this is what's going on.
We're going to stand together.
These two folk love you with all their hearts. That is why they will come down tough on you to stop this behavior before it becomes a habit and you lose maybe a promising footballing career.
And these kids out here that don't have no structure and no discipline, these are the ones that's out here doing this foolish stuff, out here robbing, killing, in jail 6 feet deep. I'm not finna lose you to these streets and to the stuff that's going on out there. I'm not.
We'll be right back. Please welcome 49-year-old Loretta. When Loretta was just 14, she claims that this man, Jalon, took her virginity and got her pregnant with her now 34-year-old daughter, Veronica. Now, Jalon says impossible. Why? Because he claims they never had sex. Now, what's more interesting is that Loretta agrees that she says they did enough to get her pregnant. Well, today, Loretta and Veronica are here to confront Jalon and settle this 34-year-old DNA mystery once and for all. But here's Jalon's side of the story.
One thing that I am, I'm a good father. I don't appreciate Loretta and Veronica saying that I'm a deadbeat dad. I have 4 kids, and I take care of all of them. First of all, I never slept with Loretta. We tried, but it didn't work. Secondly, Loretta claimed she was a virgin when we met. But I don't know. She could have been asleep with the mailman, the milkman, or anybody else. Thirdly, Loretta claims we took a DNA test. I was set up. It never happened. In spite of my doubts, I care about Veronica. All she worried about is money. It's been 3 decades. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. If Veronica is my daughter, she needs to focus on family, not money.
So, Loretta, you and Jalon, he could have been the baker, the candlestick
Let him tell
maker.
it could have been the Pope's baby. Everybody baby but his. He know I was a virgin when me and him tried to have sex, but we didn't.
Hang on. He tried to have, but he didn't have sex?
No, because I chickened out. I was like, no, I don't want to do this.
So how could he get you
I got
pregnant?
up and went home.
But how far? He must have got...
Well, he got close enough to 2-cent worth against my I got pregnant. And as far as him being a real daddy, took care of all his kids. You didn't take care of all your kids because you didn't take care of Veronica.
So let's go back. When you finally told Jalon you were pregnant...
He said it wasn't his baby.
Oh, so that left you a how old pregnant?
I was 13 pregnant, 14 when I had her.
Oh, my gosh. That
It
must have
was
been
his.
really tough for you as a kid.
No, yeah, it was. For to be 13, you're pregnant, and then the so-called baby daddy claiming that it's not his baby, knowing that you ain't slept with nobody.
Well, everyone must have been, like, laughing at you, pointing at you.
That did happen.
That would have
did
been
happen.
painful.
It was. And at 13 years, I was scared, shy,
Wow,
and timid.
your mom
but
must
I
have
ain't
been...
13 no more.
Now, when, on that tape we just saw when Jalon said, oh, he did a DNA, he was set up about the DNA.
Who set him up? The judge don't care about him? Public aid sent him to take a DNA test.
The judge said that he was the dad.
Yeah,
So how's he set up?
because he's a fool. Ignorant fools always set up for something.
You said he's never been in her life. He's never...
He ain't never did nothing for her. Not nothing. And call her a gold ain't got nothing for her to want. Nothing.
Well, okay. Now we can hear Jalon shouting back there. He claims he's anything but a deadbeat dad. He's very noisy, isn't he? He just says that Veronica and Loretta are gold diggers. You heard that before. It's time to let him do his shouting out here, I guess. So here he is. Jalon, come on out.
First of all, I never slept with Loretta. Secondly, Loretta claims she was a virgin, but I don't know. She could have been sleeping with the mailman, the milkman, or anybody else. It's been 3 decades. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
You were how old pregnant?
I was 13, pregnant, 14 when I had her.
He's never been in her life. He's never...
He ain't never did nothing for her. Not nothing.
Now we can hear Jalon shouting back there. He claims he's
I paid
anything
the
but a
cost to be the
deadbeat
boss. I
dad.
took care of
It's
mine.
time to let him do his shouting out here, I guess. So here he is. Jalon, come on out.
What is this you talking about?
What is you talking about? You ain't never did nothing for her. You ain't never been in her life. She don't need you as a daddy. You ain't never been
Well, she don't need me as a daddy. If she don't need me as a daddy, why is she coming in my life now? Why is she coming in my life now? Now she want to get me real.
What's real about?
I took that off, man. Now she want to give me the real daddy.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm sorry about this. How you doing?
All right. Quite honestly, Jalon, I'm scared to shake your hand because according to you, the last time you shook somebody's hand, she got pregnant. Okay. So have a seat.
If only if he will.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Now, Jalon, let me get to the facts. Did you have sex with Loretta or not?
No, I didn't have sex with her. She was a virgin at the time.
So
we
what
was
did you do?
kids. We was kids.
So you didn't even get close to having sex?
And when I tried to get close, she pulled me off of her.
So you didn't, let me put it this
really
way.
wasn't that. You don't
there
call
was
that
no
sex.
entry
That's not
at all.
sex.
It was enough for me to get pregnant.
Sex
It was
is when you
enough for
have
me
sex.
to get pregnant.
You didn't get pregnant about me? You didn't get pregnant about me? It wasn't me?
Wait, just a minute. How old were you at the time?
He was 17.
And she was 13?
He
Yeah,
51 now?
about 16, 17. She
He
right.
was 17 and
About
I was
16,
13.
17.
Why were you having sex with a 13-year-old kid in the first place?
She was about 14.
Well, that makes it...
You can't keep your story
She was
straight.
about 14.
You can't keep
Okay,
your story
all
straight.
right. So she comes to you and tells you she's pregnant.
4 months later.
Yeah, so why didn't you believe her?
4 months later.
She was a virgin when you met her.
When it happened, when I come over her house, who was leaving the house as I was coming in?
No, you got all that.
Everybody else in the house sleep.
Who was leaving
So
the house?
you was cheating on me then?
Hang on, just a minute.
Boy,
Hang on, just a
we
minute.
didn't go out. We
You
had
was
to be in the
cheating on me
house when
then.
the porch lights come on. We couldn't have company past a certain time. So how was I cheating on you? You got this game.
That was 5, 6, 7 in the evening. 5, 6, 7 in the evening. Oh no, you got it twisted. You got it twisted.
All right, let me ask
You
you
got it
something.
twisted.
Shut up. We understand that you think this DNA test that the judge ordered, what, it was rigged, what? How
No,
come?
the DNA test back then, we was young. They was doing blood tests.
But yeah, and so...
Now we can get we getting the
No,
DNA.
but hang on, blood tests, they can still find out the same
Yeah,
thing.
they can still find out, but it wasn't.
So that sound like the
it
words
wasn't
of a
accurate.
fool.
It wasn't accurate.
Why would the judge decide you were
Because he's
Veronica's
so popular,
father?
he want him to have a baby, I guess.
Well, no,
The judge.
That's what you said. The judge just gave you a baby.
Yeah, the judge gave me a baby. The judge didn't like me for. Back then, the judges was always
didn't like you.
thinking the guys was the deadbeat dad.
What you was?
why call up the show now?
My daughter called up the show because
But why?
she feels that we all feels that she might be mine and she might not be mine. Ain't now one of my kids no gold diggers.
Oh, what do you
Why
mean
would she
gold
wanna
diggers?
come-
What are you
Every time we get together and talk.
This is you and
it's-
Veronica?
Yeah, me and Veronica. It's all about, I need this. I want this.
You don't
So
ask you
evidently
for
he the
nothing.
deadbeat.
When she do
He's
talk
the
to you, you
deadbeat.
always talk about your other damn kids. She don't give a
You
about
right.
your
I got a
son.
family. You
But
right.
she don't
I
care
got a
about
family to take care of.
Hey,
talk about
how
your
many
kids.
kids? First of all, it ain't no baby daddy. I got 3 kids, 1 man. Second of all,
Turn around to her.
No, I'm talking to you.
You
I ain't
got
talking
3
to her.
kids,
I got
and how
3
many
kids.
baby daddies?
You got 1 baby.
One baby.
Okay.
I'm not trifling.
But
I'm
what
not
you-
a gold digger. I work. I make my own money.
What
But
you-
since you want to
What you tell me? What you tell me? You got a
You
baby
want-
daddy that'll give you any let you go.
yours. I'm not his.
But
I'm yours.
If you mine,
I'm yours.
if you mine,
You
let's
okay
get
for
this
me.
father and daughter bar.
I tried that.
Don't call
I
me.
tried that.
Don't call me. Tell me I need this. I want
look
this.
for you. You don't come on here trying to do me, baby, because we ain't finna do it like that. If you gonna tell it to the truth.
How we gonna do this? How we gonna do this? How we gonna do this?
Don't do you. She ain't got to do you. You better.
She doing me. She doing me. She doing me. When she told me, she told me.
Sit down. Right. I want to talk to Veronica because she's the one in the middle of it. Now, let me hear. I want to hear your side
I'm
of
finna
things.
stop it right here. As this one, I don't even care what the DNA test say. He called me. I laughed at him when he told me about the show. I pray to God that the judge was wrong and said I'm not, because right now my father, Ricardo, died November 17, 2011.
I'm sorry for that.
I tried to reach out to this man and have a relationship. Don't come on here and try to lie something.
Let me ask you, are you 1,000% sure that he's the father?
I'm not like all the other hoochies that be on the Jerry and the Maury and all that. I'm 110% sure that's my baby dad. This bum is her dad.
I got your ball. I got your ball. I got your ball. I got your ball.
Here's the question. Did a moment of almost sex create a child?
Yes, it did.
So let's find out. Let's get the DNA test. Now, Shalom. I don't know what it says in here, but you're not going to accuse me if it comes out that you are the daddy.
You might have gave him a baby, Trisha. You might have gave him a baby. The judge gave him one.
Do you want to let me come around here? Because I don't know what it says in there, so let's find out.
First of all, I never slept with Loretta. Secondly, Loretta claims she was a virgin, but I don't know. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
You ain't never did nothing for her. You ain't never been in her life. She don't need you as a daddy.
Did you have sex with Loretta or not?
No, I didn't have sex with her.
Enough for me to get pregnant.
You didn't get pregnant by me?
You gonna tell it to the truth.
How we gonna do this? How we gonna do this?
Let me ask you, are you 1,000% sure that he's the father?
I'm not like all the other hoochies that be on the Jerry and the Maury and all that. I'm 110% sure that's my baby dad. This bum is her dad.
Do you want to let me come around here? Because I don't know what it says in there, so let's find out.
It say you are the father.
So, you are Veronica's father. When a boy and a girl get together and they lay down together, the man has something called sperm.
True.
Right. And if the penis gets close enough to the vagina, the little sperm swimmy. And it makes a baby. So if you're responsible for your children's sex education, I'm very frightened for them.
They're gonna be slow like him.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, today's show's about how family lies and accusations can rip a family apart. So someone in your family blaming you for the misery in their lives. How about you? Do you blame someone in your family for making your life a living hell? If so, I want to hear from you. So give us a call at 1-855-4-TRISHA and tell us your story. I want to thank you for watching. There will be more truth tomorrow, so we hope to see you then.